Hey friends, and welcome to Old Age Support. Today's video dives into a mystery that many of us have experienced, waking up at 3 a.m. If you stick with me until the end, you'll uncover surprising, science-backed insights that could transform your nights. Trust me, what you learn today might just change the way you think about sleep. It is nearly 3 a.m. and you're awake again. The clock's hands silently mark the hour as your mind stirs with thoughts that seem to appear out of nowhere. Rather than viewing this as a random interruption, consider it a subtle message from your body. As we age, our sleep cycles shift. Research shows that our circadian rhythms, the internal clocks that govern our sleep-wake patterns, evolve with time. Studies confirm that many older adults experience more fragmented sleep and earlier awakenings, a normal result of changes in hormone levels, especially melatonin, which declines with age. Even minor environmental cues, such as a slight drop in temperature or an unexpected noise, can disrupt the delicate balance of our sleep architecture. Imagine sitting in a quiet room, the world outside still, while your mind replays memories, worries, or even the events of the day. Rather than a curse, this nightly disruption may be your body's way of signaling that adjustments are needed. Perhaps the ambient temperature is off, or your room is too bright. Scientific research indicates that maintaining an optimal sleep environment can significantly reduce these awakenings. For example, studies have shown that lowering bedroom temperature by just a few degrees can help maintain deep sleep, and dimming lights in the evening signals your brain to wind down. Have you noticed these patterns yourself? I encourage you to think about your environment and share your experiences in the comments as we explore this further. As we progress, let's examine the scientific factors behind this phenomenon. The decline in melatonin production is one factor. Melatonin, produced by the pineal gland, regulates our sleep patterns. With age, the secretion of melatonin not only decreases in quantity, but can also become less synchronized with our natural sleep-wake cycle. Research published in reputable journals confirms that this hormonal change contributes to fragmented sleep, making us more likely to wake during the early hours of the morning. Moreover, the proportion of deep, restorative sleep decreases over time, leaving us with lighter sleep stages that are more easily interrupted by both internal and external factors. I once experienced these early morning awakenings frequently. In my younger years, I enjoyed long bouts of uninterrupted sleep. But over time, I noticed a pattern, a consistent awakening around 3 a.m. Initially, I blamed stress and other daily pressures. However, after discussing my experiences with friends and reading scientific literature, I discovered that this shift was a natural part of aging. Instead of fighting these awakenings, I learned to view them as an opportunity to evaluate my sleep habits and lifestyle. This change in perspective allowed me to experiment with various strategies, many of which I will share with you today. One important aspect to consider is your sleep environment. The bedroom should be cool, quiet, and dark. Research suggests that a room temperature between 60 and 67 degree niveau, 15.5 and 19.5 degree, is ideal for sleep. Even a slight deviation can disturb your internal thermostat. I began using blackout curtains and a small fan to maintain the temperature, and the improvement was noticeable. Alongside physical comfort, mental preparation is equally crucial. Before bed, consider engaging in relaxing activities such as reading, meditation, or listening to soothing music. These routines help signal your brain that it's time to sleep, gradually easing you into a deeper, uninterrupted rest. Another interesting fact is the role of light exposure in regulating sleep. our bodies rely on natural sunlight to set the internal clock. Exposure to bright light during the day increases alertness, while reducing exposure to artificial light in the evening encourages the production of melatonin. Studies have shown that even a few minutes spent outside in the morning can reset your circadian rhythm. Conversely, excessive screen time before bed has been linked to delayed sleep onset and more frequent awakenings. Have you ever considered adjusting your light exposure? I invite you to reflect on your daily habits and consider small changes that might improve your sleep quality. Diet also plays a critical role. Certain foods can affect your sleep patterns. For instance, a light snack combining complex carbohydrates with protein before bed may help maintain stable blood sugar levels throughout the night, reducing the likelihood of a disruptive dip that could wake you up. On the other hand, heavy or spicy meals before bedtime can cause discomfort or acid reflux, making sleep elusive. There is solid scientific evidence that a balanced diet supports better sleep by influencing hormone regulation and energy levels. Perhaps you could experiment with your evening meals and share any improvements in the comments below. Emotional and psychological factors are equally influential. Chronic stress, anxiety, or even low-level depression can disturb your sleep. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, is a proven method to address these issues. CBTI helps by changing negative thought patterns related to sleep. For instance, if you approach bedtime with worry or dread, your mind remains alert even as your body tries to rest. In my experience, simple practices such as journaling before bed or discussing concerns with a friend have made a significant difference. When I began recording my thoughts each evening, I noticed a reduction in nighttime anxiety and fewer interruptions during sleep. I encourage you to try such techniques and share your outcomes. Your feedback might be valuable for others facing similar challenges. Furthermore, underlying medical conditions can contribute to disrupted sleep. Conditions such as sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, or chronic pain often manifest in the middle of the night. If you suspect that a medical issue is interfering with your sleep, it is important to consult with your healthcare provider. For example, sleep apnea, a condition in which breathing repeatedly stops and starts, has been linked to early awakenings. Treatments such as CPAP machines or lifestyle adjustments have been shown to dramatically improve sleep quality. I recall a friend who struggled with sleep apnea for years. After receiving a proper diagnosis and treatment, he experienced a remarkable transformation in his energy levels and overall well-being. It is vital to remember that addressing these underlying issues can have a profound impact on your sleep. Interestingly, the very nature of sleep changes as we age. In our younger years, we experience longer cycles of deep sleep, which is essential for body repair and memory consolidation. However, with age, the duration and quality of deep sleep diminish, leaving us with more time in lighter sleep stages. This shift is a natural biological process. Scientists explain that this change may be linked to the brain's evolving needs as we age, as well as the cumulative impact of lifelong stress and environmental factors. Recognizing these shifts allows us to adapt our sleep strategies. For example, understanding that your body is more sensitive to noise or temperature fluctuations can lead you to make the necessary adjustments to your bedroom environment. Another fascinating discovery is the link between physical activity and sleep quality. Regular, moderate exercise has been proven to improve sleep patterns by helping regulate the circadian rhythm and reducing stress. However, the timing of exercise is crucial. Exercising too close to bedtime can elevate your heart rate and body temperature, counteracting the natural cooling process that facilitates sleep. I found that incorporating a morning or early afternoon walk not only boosted my overall energy levels, but also helped me sleep more soundly at night. This simple change has been supported by numerous studies, and I recommend trying it if you haven't already. As we examine the different factors influencing sleep, it becomes clear that our bodies are finely tuned instruments that signal their needs, even when the messages are subtle. Every night that you wake up at 3 a.m. is not a failure. It's a conversation between your body and your mind, urging you to listen and make adjustments. These signals can guide you toward a healthier sleep routine and ultimately a better quality of life. I invite you to pause and reflect on your own sleep experiences. What specific factors do you think might be triggering these early awakenings? Perhaps it's the room temperature, dietary habits, or even the stress accumulated over the day. Your insights are important, and sharing them in the comments might help someone else discover a solution they never considered. Engagement with one another creates a community where every shared experience enriches our collective knowledge. Before we conclude, let me summarize the key points we have discussed. Our internal clock shifts with age, often leading to earlier and more fragmented sleep. Hormonal changes, especially in melatonin production, play a significant role in this transformation. Environmental factors such as temperature, light exposure, and noise are critical, and even minor adjustments can have significant effects. Diet, exercise, and mental well-being all contribute to the overall quality of sleep. Understanding these factors and making small, targeted changes can empower you to reclaim your nights. Scientific studies back these observations. For example, research from reputable sleep institutes confirms that a cooler bedroom environment and reduced exposure to artificial light can promote deeper sleep. Additionally, investigations into the effects of diet on sleep have consistently shown that lighter, balanced evening meals support a more stable sleep cycle. These facts are not only fascinating but also practical, offering actionable advice that you can implement right away. In closing, I want to encourage you to view your sleep challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. Every change you make, whether it's adjusting your bedtime routine, revising your diet, or simply spending more time outdoors, brings you one step closer to the peaceful, restorative sleep you deserve. I invite you to experiment with these strategies and share your progress. Your experiences might inspire someone else to take action. Thank you for joining me today on this exploration of why we wake up at 3 a.m. Your willingness to delve into the science of sleep and your openness to change are the first steps toward a better night's rest. If you found these insights valuable, please consider subscribing to Old Age Support for more science-backed advice and practical tips. I look forward to reading your comments and learning about the changes you experience. Stay curious, stay proactive, and may your nights be filled with the restorative sleep your body craves. Remember, every night is a new opportunity to nurture your well-being. Until next time, take care, sleep well, and thank you for being a part of our supportive community.